Howdy, welcome. I wanted to make a video on the best way to build a defensive deck under the Earth symbol. There's a lot of different ways you can build defense under Earth, and these are the two characters I use when I actually play. And this one is banned right now because it's so strong, and this one's probably going to get banned because it's so strong. Um, I play these both very, very defensively, and I'm going to show you kind of what I work around to make them so defensive. I'm going to start off with, I'm going to mostly keep this like a foundations video, but I'm going to mention some attacks too because they have breaker on them, such as naval laser beam. And for all defensive purposes, it has breaker too. It's the only card under the earth symbol that has breaker 2. There's other breakers, but not breaker 2. So as far as defensive attack goes, that's your guy. There are other, and there's one other one attack that has breaker on it, and it is hardened chop. Though those are your two attacks that have breaker on it that will make it harder for your opponent to keep attacking you for a long time. Another attack I'm going to go over is going to be Creeping Vine Eruption. Now, this card doesn't have any defensive enhances per se, but it does let you get does have a good chance of getting you Faith Shield into your card pile, which is one of the best defensive foundations in the game. The response is remove after you block with this card. This attack deals no damage. Flip this attack after it resolves. Essentially, it's a great way to, it's I think the only way in Earth to counter against throws. So if you're getting thrown like crazy, this is going to be your one to protect you from that. Um, so no, I kind of got off a track, but this is the other card. This is the only foundation that has breaker on it as well. That's going to keep it hard for your opponent to keep attacking you during your turn. Also lets you have -2 damage when it is in your stage. Sorry. Um, Very good card all around, especially if you're wanting to play defensively. Now we're going to go into cards that are more about just the more foundations that are more just about their enhance in general, which is going to be starting off with Harden. After you block with this card, the next rival's attack this turn does -2 damage. It also has some bonus damages if you're running hardened Kirishima cards basically in your deck. So good one to pair with that. Manly Friendship is another one. You can run 4 of these, and once per turn, as you're going to be doing your opponent's going to be doing -1 damage, and on your attacks, once per turn, +1 damage. So you get 4 of these in your deck. You can get if you get them down on your stage, 1 attack per turn, you're going to be doing 4+ damage, and 1 attack during your opponent's turn, it's going to be doing 4 less damage. Very, very nice card for the big hitters. After that, I got a healing card, actually. Nope, actually, this is not a healing card. I apologize. That is later. This one is good for energy acceleration. After you build this card, you get to build another foundation from your hand. It's just a good way to keep that energy out on the field so you have more to block with or more to attack with. Very, very solid card. Also, if you use its response on the bottom where you come in and flip it, you can also add a foundation that's in your discard pile to your hand after you check it. So if you say you check your Faith Shield and you want that there for defensive purposes, you can get that into your hand, and then you're going to have some good throw hate in your hand. After that, I have Learning the Standards. This one isn't nearly as defensive. It's just more if your opponent is running a foundation that's super annoying or it's going to hurt you really bad, you can just flip this card and you can flip that card. Pretty nice card. And also keeps them from comboing attacks too. Very, very solid card for that. Very good around defensively. After that, Manly Passionate Guy. You flip this after you block with a foundation, build it face up. Just another good way to get some energy acceleration onto the field. Then I have Internship with Best Genius. You discard the top card of your deck. After you play this card, your rival flips a foundation. Another way to get those pesky foundations that your opponents is constantly using against you out of the way. Very good card. This one isn't, its response really isn't that great, but what it does in general, when you're committing cards to check a play a block, this card counts as 2 foundations. You run, if you can get 4 of these on the field, you're committing 4 of these, and you're getting 8 energy out of it. Basically, it's a really good card for blocking. Now I'm gonna probably get on to the best ones. Actually, before that, I did have one more. I'm sorry. Battle Resolve, flit and commit after you lose health. You gain a health. Just a good way to keep you healthy and tankier for a little longer. Run 4 of these. That's an extra 4 health per game. Now we got probably one of the best foundations that's legal right now, that is, and that is Super Regeneration. After you take damage due to an effect or an attack, you can gain 3 health. If you get 4 of these down on your field, you can gain 12 health. Plus with this too, that's another 4, so 16 health you can heal total during a match if you can get all of these down on the field. And I mean, you're already running tankier cards, so essentially this 31 becomes a 47 health. So yeah, very tanky, very good for keeping you healthy and lasting a lot longer. And then this card is actually banned in standard format right now, but it is a really, really good card if you're just playing with some friends and you want to annoy them. Coordinated Effort, commit after your block attack resolves, build it face down. You can do this once per turn. Pretty much just get that extra energy acceleration onto the field, and it's a great card. So these are what I thought were like good cards if you're needing help in the defensive category in general, I guess. Earth, if you're finding yourself struggling staying alive long enough in your matches, Earth is a very good one to build around just because of all of its defensive capabilities, and it's usually more high health characters. Very, very good. Definitely would recommend checking it out. Anyway, that's all I have for my video today. I hoped it helped in some way, and with that, deuces.